Hello and welcome to Demonology, an actual play podcast. We're on episode 9, season 3, The House Crosses. I'm Alex, your medium, and my pronouns are he, they.
I am Siobhan. My pronouns are still he, him, and I am playing Benedict Brideshead, a ritualist.
Hello, it's Fionn here. I'm still using he, him pronouns and still playing Rumpet Umpet 3 seasons deep. He's a knight and he's a druid and he's all man, so get ready.
Hello, I'm Mo. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Eli Swalthorn, also all man, not quite as big, but still strong.
Hi, I'm Felix. I'm feeling good. I've had 8 glasses of wine. I'm sitting in my living room wearing a robe. I'm only wearing a robe. And I'm rejoicing in the non-binary supremacy on this podcast that I realized was happening about a week ago when there are more non-binary people than there are men. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Daffodil.
Work.
Hi, I'm Sin. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm playing Alda, Presidian Knights, pronouns she, they.
I just can't get the stats of 2.5 male and 3.5 non-binary out of my head. It's just sort of like ever so slightly by a half edge in it. Last time, found out about some chickens.
Fuck them.
And this time, gonna kill some chickens. They're on an estate. That makes it sound like it's the chicken's estate. Oh, chicken landed gentry. They're actually cockatrices. So like bad chickens.
Real nasty chickens.
A cockatrice is a chicken whose dad went to Cambridge.
Yeah. So they're in Gamel Kogagard. How about that?
Bless you.
I so sincerely doubt that that's how you pronounce that.
Yep. Yep. I'm really enjoying that on Google Maps. About on the other side of this hill is rhododendron parkin. Parkin. Rhododendron parkin. All one word. Very important one word to know is park of rhododendrons. Anyway, you had just hoisted your kidnapping victim, Gerda Cock. I'd say it like she didn't bring it on herself. No,
she did.
Yeah.
All
she
had to do was
around
be
and
cool.
she found out.
All she had to do was be cool.
It's not that difficult to be cool.
And she still refuses to be cool. So you hoisted her in a tree. And everyone's heading down to Gamal Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard. It's Kierkegaard. It's not. Where some cockatrices are probably.
Is
but
this
you don't
a
know
waste of my wily fox to ask if we're walking into a trap?
I don't think that the chickens can lay a trap for us.
Cool.
But,
I'll say
hold
that
on.
then.
I don't think you can you only do it once per.
I think it's once per day.
That's a shame.
Yeah, once per day you may ask the question, am I walking into a trap, and the medium must answer honestly.
I think that's actually quite good if it's once a day rather than once a scenario. Ask if the chickens are setting a trap for us.
Okay.
Or ask if the chickens themselves are traps.
Are the chickens themselves a trap that we are walking into?
You are not walking into a trap.
Oh,
but you do know that you're walking towards people who saw you like that night who will recognize you.
Ooh.
I mean, you just know
we
that.
knew
anyway.
that already, yeah. Hey ho. Now we know the chickens don't have an ulterior motive.
No. The chickens are not expecting you. They're not going to swivel around on a swivelly chair and then like
Stroking a smaller chicken.
Oh, the cockatrice has a chicken pet. That would be really funny. I bet. Oh, cockatrice with chicken pets.
Oh, just chickens holding slightly smaller chickens.
Chicks like going around on a cockatrice's back.
Like a possum.
Yep.
That's so good.
Good. Anyway, they're not cute. They're horrible. They are
Okay.
not
They are
cute.
horrible.
These are not cute animals.
I disagree.
I have animal handling.
I also have animal handling and
Just grab 'em.
understanding of bound creatures. I might try and break this pact, and then we can get some cockatrice friends.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Happen.
yeah.
I will abide by the fact that, like, they've got chicken intelligence, which is they just want to peck things. Like, regardless of how like friendly you are with them, they'll just peck you.
Cool.
Just
Whether
in
we're
the
a
ship.
threat or
But
not.
it's much worse when these guys do it.
Mm.
Like, regardless, you need to wear hefty shin protection. These are the size of dogs. Just a bit thick trousers. Anyway, what is your approach? Are you approaching stealthily? Are you approaching, hello, we're not a threat. The person who said that they were kidnapped is no longer here. Don't worry about it. What's
That one.
Were we gonna have a distraction and then a sneaker?
Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to distract and sneak, or just want to walk up and say it?
Just straight up, hey, we can help you with your chicken problem.
By Chicken Man.
That man did give you a knowing laugh, and he said, "Watch out for any big chickens."
He did give me a knowing laugh. Okay, I'm gonna like take Daffodil by the hand and sort of bring them up so they're stood with me. I'm like, okay, so the plan is this: as we walk over, we say, "Hey, we heard about some big chickens in the area, and we happen to be poultry doctors. We're doctors of poultry, and we are
Really thought
going
you
to
were
we
about
can
to say
sort out the chicken
poachers.
problem. We're here to poach big chickens."
That is fine with me.
Right. Excellent. And then
Okay.
what you do is you blink your, you do the sexy thing that you do.
I will. I will.
I know you will. You little minx, boob.
So you head down the hill. Just the two of you? Is everyone else coming with? Or
I think everyone come with.
okay.
Wait, are we drawing them up out of the foundations to Gerda's shooting range? Because we probably shouldn't all go if we're going to draw them out
Well,
the camp.
I think the thing is you're getting past the guards first.
Oh, I'll go.
So there is I think there is a story of this house built. It is a hall. It is essentially like one rectangle currently. There will be more to it. And then there are sort of like temporary wooden shacks, not shacks, but sort of like, well put together, but temporary and easy to erect. Like they took like probably like a few days to build, if that, on the other side of a large courtyard. So there is sort of like a big opening in the trees down the hill. There is the hall, which is in construction. There is the large courtyard, of which there is a road leading away from the hall and heading down to the south, which is still, it hasn't been laid yet. It's like a well-kept dirt track currently that appears to have heavy use. And then on the other side of the courtyard, another track leads to these temporary structures. One of which has sort of like a lookout post. So you can safely assume these are where the guards are. This is sort of like where you're going to pass by anyway to reach the hall. And yeah, you walk up, and you hear a bell ring from the tower, and out comes the four people that you saw last night. The same person with the rifle leading the way, and says, hello again. Not
Hello.
poachers.
Not poachers.
I'm noticing there's someone missing.
Oh, yes. So that silly person that you saw yesterday. We got what we needed from her, and we released her into the wilds.
I've not really got any reason to believe you.
No, but you also had no reason to believe us last night, and you thought that was fine as well.
You got to sway. I'll give you a dice because you did very confusing magic, but you got to sway.
Would a bribe
Anyone?
help?
Ah.
You there, sir? Watchman. What is your stance
Hold on. Hey,
on bribes?
Might I firstly introduce myself?
Oh, yes, of course.
My name is Johan, and I am part of the retinue of the lady of this estate, or who will be the lady of this estate, Elizabeth Beeler. And I'll put those in the Discord.
Well, have you said that in the character voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, from my perspective, I know that I'm not part of the Town Watch. I'm not officially in that capacity, but there is a future for me in that capacity. So, starting on a corrupt footing, obviously not the best thing for me, but my job currently is keeping this estate clear. So if I know that you're going to be pestering this estate and I take money from you, I'm going to be in trouble. But if
Is
I
there
know
something
that,
else on the estate, Johan?
Could I just do a quick skullduggery roll, please?
what for?
I would like to cast a spell unrecognized.
You need to hold yourself before, like, you keep rolling before I know what you're rolling for. I don't do that.
I just
But
said
it's
to
a
cast a
partial
spell.
Yeah. All right. What spell are you casting?
I want to cast
Because there's always the possibility that I'm just like, yeah, you can do that.
Exquisite Charm. Yeah, but I don't want them to know I'm casting a spell because I can only cast on one person. I'd like to cast Exquisite Charm on this man and give him electrophobia.
He's gonna know what you're doing.
That is a phobia of chickens.
Good.
It just says that I can control the feelings, but and alter their desires, but I can't influence them directly. So I'm just giving him desperate fear of chickens.
Okay, so it's a partial success. Which I think means he still wants the bribe.
That's fine.
Drop a resource.
That is fine by me. Johan, I'll reach into my coin purse. This is valid tender. Now, other things on the estate?
So I accuse you of being poachers, and you come out of the woods, and you know that there is a superstitious rumor about the place that I got. Level with me. Who are you? What is going on?
We found
Look,
tracks.
This, might I say, goes some way to me not knowing details, but I need to know the basis of what is going on and who you
We found
are.
tracks in the cemetery. We surmised them to perhaps belong to very large chickens, perhaps the kind of chicken that would be disruptive to the building of a large house.
He goes deathly pale.
So you have seen the large chicken.
There's not a chicken on the estate.
No
There's
one said one chicken.
No, hold
We're
on.
talking several chickens.
Hold on. This is not. This is ridiculous. Just because the local craftspeople will not work does not mean that.
Oh, it's
Hey.
chicken time. I can smell it on the wind. I can
Alright.
smell large chicken.
I do. Okay. I do need just one little sway, and there anybody can do it. I just want some justification for him to just go. Yeah, go on. Here's all the details. Please go. Deal with
shit!
It. Because I think the chicken phobia, that has done a lot of the work for him. Just going. No, you go ahead.
Can I try my sway added with the chicken phobia?
You get a bonus.
And this is a rogue one. But as he has told me the name of the noblewoman who is going to own the estate. Can I throw in heraldry and genealogy?
Yeah. I'll allow it. Partial success. What is the partial? Yeah, okay. This is gonna count as a sighting because of how afraid of the chickens he is. He's gonna talk about this. And so I think I'm just gonna knock hysteria up a few pegs because you are playing on his hysterical fear of chickens. Not that a phobia is actually hysteria. We've all got little phobias, but playing on somebody's phobia, that's not very nice. It's not very nice. I did toy with. Is this going to lower public opinion because you're known to sort of like people doing a bribe? Nah.
Because then he'd be telling people he'd taken a bribe.
Yeah, exactly. First sighting of a normal monster or a group of monsters. Yeah, okay. Subsequent sightings. There we go. I think this is going to be, because it's not a sighting, but it is, you've convinced more people that there is a monster. And so he says, okay, look, and you've seen tracks of these.
In the cemetery, yes.
And these are not chickens wandering off from a farm. These are worse than chickens.
They like to
These
eat
are very
stone.
large chickens. We'll eat stone.
Can Daffodil just like tap Rumpert and they'll say chickens and then they'll like mimic the size of them just like by gesturing to make this man ever more scared.
He looks away. Like it is like he is like you can see he has started to sweat. Like he is trapped between being the like group leader of this band of people and also having to talk to you who exclusively talk about his phobia. So he says they're in the basement. They're in the basement of the manor. That is where the craftspeople say that they see them. They will not work in the morning or the afternoon. They say they will only work at night because that is when they leave.
They go to leave to eat at the stone in the other places. That makes most sense.
If you will deal with them, then I will say to Bide that I have dealt with them, and if we see each other again, then maybe I will repay you some of what I have gained from this.
Johan, do you have any loose masonry laying around?
He like gestures towards like would it be leather? Some sheet, like big sheet. Picture a tarp on the other side of like near the hall, and says there are loose brickworks. There the craftspeople have been using them.
Excellent.
And I will return to my watch. And then he goes to somebody else and says, "Actually, it is your turn on the watch," and then heads into one of the structures. Let me know when you're done, and I will thank you.
Let's go chicken fancying.
Well, that's very fun to say. I like that a lot. Yes, we should go chicken fancying.
This is a wide open space. Like there is some tree cover that is probably sort of, I'd say probably long range to be in the tree cover. The like mid range is probably the edge of the trees. But aside from that, it is just a hall with like a good clearing distance between the trees, and then a pathway that heads to the south. And it is like very far across to the temporary structures.
Should we lay a fun Wile E. Coyote style trail of brickwork from here back to Gerda?
Yes, almost certainly we should lay a fun Wile E. Coyote style trail of brickwork back from here back to Gerda. Let's
abstract this and start a plan. So that is the lure, which is you got some bricks, you could put them out. Who is going to take charge of that?
Would that be an orienteering check to lay it all?
That's probably a good check to be using for it.
Right. Well, I know I don't have the best record today, but I will do that because I have the most dice available for it.
Fun. That was last week. Don't worry about it.
That was last week. You're right. That was last week. I'm a whole new Fionn.
It's different now.
Baby, I promise I'm different.
That was the old me. This is the new me. So we've got the first bit. We've got the hook, which is how will they be lured into conflict or tracked and bounced upon. And you're using their lure, which is great. The ambush. How's the first moment of the conflict going to unfold? So where's this going to take place? What's it going to look like?
It's going to be by our tree camp, won't it? Yeah,
tree camp.
In firing range of Gerda. So I think she's probably the ambush, isn't she?
No, she should be the trigger. Or we could just.
Well, hold on. Gerda, like Gerda being the ambush. Like if it's they're going to see Gerda like just hooked into a tree and gonna go, oh great, I'll peck that, and then you all bounce out.
Yes.
Who's gonna do the payload?
I think it should be.
Oh no, hold on. Who's gonna take charge of Gerda? Who's gonna do the let's all hide in the trees?
I would say it's probably Eli or Aldo who should be in charge of hiding.
Yeah, that'd be a skullduggery. That'd be a skullduggery check, right?
I can hide in a tree.
So
you will lead the hiding in the tree.
Eli's gonna tell everybody where to go and when to jump.
I've got eagle eye as well, so if I'm undiscovered, then I deal extra damage.
Oh my god, Eli! I think you might be able to kill one of these in one hit because it's got strength less than you, less than your level.
Yes. Oh, at night. Is it night?
It is currently the morning. It is like
monster who's
very early
strength
in the morning.
Is lower than my rank. I would instantly kill or immobilize.
Fuck.
But
there's a lot of monsters now. Level 9. That's a lot of different monsters.
Yeah. No, I can just do extra damage if I'm undiscovered. And I'm also able to take a turn of my own at the start of a confrontation before the monster, as long as I didn't do the pay roll.
All right, I think that's a. So who's going to do the payload?
Aldo, I think. I think they can do the most damage with their runes and talents.
Or with a grenade.
With a grenade.
You could like the payload being a grenade is pretty great.
Yeah. Okay.
Just throwing a grenade at some chickens. Very good.
Up.
And then Eli's just gonna shoot one and it'll die. This will be over in no time. This is going to be easy.
I hate it when Alex enthusiastically congratulates us about something.
No, I think it's really funny to throw a grenade at some chickens. Like I
believe that more than I believe
funny.
You actually being excited for a plan of ours working out.
Okay, so the hook. Are you gonna do this like now, or are you gonna wait until nightfall, which is a full day? Which is you're letting
absolutely not.
We do it live.
Fuck it, we'll go.
Yeah. Okay. Orienteering check. Wish us luck, precious. Thank fuck for that.
That's successful.
Just barely.
That's successful. They're following. They're like they're just. I think like Rumpet, you're looking down the hill and you see these like little shapes come out of like the hall, and they just start like pecking along the trail.
How fast are they?
What'll happen is one or two will come up to the first thing, and then they'll just start like pecking the ground for a bit, and then another one will like run ahead and find the next one, and the other two will join it. But then one will go, "There's too many people here," and go to the next one.
So just sort of like
they're just sort of like scurrying along, and like they're pretty fast between each one. I think it's like as soon as there's two people here, I need to go to the next one. It's like a like along the ground, like they're doing a chicken run.
Like in the off chance that they start chasing us, this is what I'm concerned about.
You won't outrun them. You can like easily outsmart them, but you won't outrun them.
Well, they're following the plan for now. I would like to take this opportunity, by the way, Alex, to turn my axe to bronze.
Cool.
And my arrows.
Time for the ambush.
Can my arrows do that as well?
Your arrows can do that as well.
Sweet.
Time for the ambush, Eli.
Well, cool.
Probably a skullduggery.
Is that rolling skullduggery?
You know what? This is a hunting roll. This is clearly a hunting roll. Notice how I've been giving you lots of hunting where it's been applicable?
I did notice that, actually.
Yeah. These are things where it's clearly hunting. You were
it's
in the
always worth a
wild,
try.
tracking some animals.
Javon, I think you were saying something, but I couldn't hear you at all.
I put
Siobhan
my
is
mic
good.
up. She wouldn't hear me chewing.
Okay.
Everybody wouldn't hear that.
2 fours is successful. And then finally, Alder throw a grenade. So that they arrive to the clearing, and then they see like, to give a full description, they are like, they're big dogs, like they're big dog sized, and then they have wings. And they are like, yeah, they look like massive chickens. Their feathers are stony and thick. They're like every sort of like time that they flap their wings, which they do a lot, like little sort of like brick dust like comes off it. And they like have like horrible sort of like pointed like talon like beaks. And they squawk, going wild, as soon as they see this empty clearing with a tied up person. And they just start like flapping and like squawking, and they're like they're starting to just sort of like loop around her. And Gerda is like starting to, she's trying to remain calm, but she's really trying.
I'm just worried about the recoil. If they explode, is it just a bunch of like stones flying through the air?
It depends on how successful your roll is.
How do I roll for this?
It sounds like a
do a weaponry
dexterity or a weaponry. Yeah, weaponry's good because you've got thrown, so weaponry sounds good. Yeah, whatever's better, weaponry, dexterity.
Yeah.
You could just brawn it and then throw a pot at one of their heads. But if the pot is full of explosives,
Fitness 2, and I've got weaponry,
cool, that's
dexterity.
3 dice.
But
you
with
take
military
weaponry rather than
tactics, because this
dexterity.
is part with military
That's-
tactics, because
this
this
is
is part of a plan.
This is a
Is that an
perfect
extra
military
die?
tactic. Yeah, so 4 dice.
Okay.
And you're looking for a 5 or a 4. That's a 4.
Nice.
That's a 4. That's a success.
Yay.
How much damage does the grenade do? Do you have that written down?
I don't have it written down.
I think it was 3 or 4.
It's 3 or 4.
No,
Siobhan,
it
you're
was-
muted.
Oh, not muted. It does 4 damage in close range.
I think they're all in close range of each other. I think you're just going to do 4 damage to all of them. Yep.
Wait, how many are there?
3. There are
Oh.
3. There are 3 in the clearing. I think what happens is you throw the hand grenade, and like they just gather around it. Like, what's this? Can I eat
They
it?
start pecking it.
Yeah.
And like the minute they peck it, they just explode. It's
I think you're all looking at them gather around it, like, oh my god, they're so stupid. And like they just all go flying, like their wings just sort of like start like flapping out, and like rock just sort of like pelts around the area. Gerda is like covering, like not covering her eyes, but like eyes closed, like scrunched up, just like, this is horrible. This is
Alder is
awful.
just like,
And they are frantic. And I think if Eli wants to go and kill one,
Hell
he,
yeah.
like, just go and kill one.
Hell yeah.
Is that literally, is that just happen? Is that
Yeah, it's a talent.
right? Well, one's dead. What does this look like? What do you do?
So I'm gonna use my bow. Probably gonna zero in on whichever one is possibly either still kind of falling through the air and or almost about to land.
Pluck it from the sky.
Yeah.
Clay pigeon shooting.
Shoot.
Cockatoo shooting. Okay.
Yeah, that just fucking happens. You shoot it and it just sort of like bursts
Sweet.
in like rock dust.
Before it hits the
Um,
ground.
Yeah. At night,
everything
you
is
may
really
instantly
like,
kill her.
"Ah."
Oh, at night you may instantly kill or immobilize an unalerted human or monster who's so it's not at night, unfortunately. So you do
Okay,
have to
so
roll, but you'll
I do
probably
have to
kill
roll.
it.
Okay, cool. That's weaponry.
But yeah. Remember, you need 2 successes or they'll act. Oh no, wait, they'll act anyway.
Yep.
That's 1 success.
Oh.
So what's your damage? And it's +1 for ranged attacks if undiscovered.
Doesn't say.
Oh, you've got bronze arrows as well. I imagine it is at least 1 damage. You
Yeah.
kill 1.
1 damage, sweet.
If it's a
Um,
longbow,
yeah.
it's +1.
It'll be the longbow and then the hidden and the bronze. So that'll be 3 damage. That thing's just gone.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's dead. It's dead.
Sweet.
It's dead. You shoot it with an arrow, it explodes. The bronze just cuts perfectly through the rocky wings, and it just bursts.
Beautiful.
And nobody is revealed. They're gonna go for I think one is gonna run at the. Well, Older shouted. I think one's gonna run at Older.
Rumpet's gonna run out.
Well, one's gonna run.
Don't get close to it. Don't do it mid range.
It is going to make a kerfuffle of flight. It leaps at you, flapping with its brick wings, and you must make a dexterity challenge, looking for 2 successes.
Is this an Older or at
This is at
Rumpet?
Rumpet. It has your head grappled, but it cannot act any further.
Hilarious.
Okay. There is a cockatrice on your head, just sort of going.
It's a strong chicken. It's a very strong chicken.
Give me that strong chicken.
Rumpet, you idiot!
Rumpet, do you want to turn?
Yeah, I do.
Or does somebody want to shoot the thing off Rumpet's head?
No, no.
Sorry,
No one does a
can I
fucking
please?
thing, because what's about to happen is Rumpet's going to erupt into a column of flame.
Rotisserie chicken!
Rumpet is going to grab the chicken's head, and I'm going to grasp with Belinus, and I'm just going to turn into a fire tornado.
So I think you cook it. What damage does that do? Is it 2d6?
That's 1d6. That's 1d6
okay.
damage.
You might not necessarily cook it. You don't cook it.
I don't cook it, unfortunately, but it's very badly burned.
Yeah, it's not great for it. It's not great. Anybody else got some actions to do?
Wait, don't they react?
Yeah, another one.
Wait, is the other chicken nearby? Because then they also take that damage.
What range?
It's close range.
I think it's.
Oh. You inhale the ash to emit swirling tongues of fire, becoming a whirlwind of flame, hitting all in close range of a point within your long range. Okay, yeah, close range of a point within my long range.
I think considering it is on you. Yeah. No, I think it's probably mid. It's very mid. But is it just gonna do the same fucking thing?
It's
Could it just? I think it will. Another dexterity challenge, please.
For me?
Yep.
Yeah, so.
This dumb fucking bird.
That's
6 doesn't count, I suppose.
No, it just jumps on your chest and topples you. What is the fire still going?
It lasts for 3 rounds.
I guess it doesn't do this then.
I was like, yeah, come on, jump on me.
Unless I just sort of argue that it was already mid-flight when it was doing this. You're all it can see. I don't know what else it would do apart from just sort of because you're the danger. You've run out in front of Alder. I think it's just going to do it. I think it's just doing it.
What kind of noises do these things make?
They're
especially when they're on fire.
Yeah, big squawk. Big squawk.
Just going.
The noise of this entire fight is just going to be absolutely deafening.
This meme is now 3 months older, and it's only 1 month old. But these cockatrices are low key goated when squawking is the vibe.
Oh god.
Who's
I was trying to
do
that.
gonna
Fit one of them in earlier, and I thought, no, not worth it, Fionn. Wait for it to happen organically.
Organically, such as in this case, where it is not organic. Anyway, who would like to kill one?
Yeah, because these guys only have 1 strength left, so Robert's come on, just fucking hit them.
Someone with a quick attack, just kill them.
Older throwing knives.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Did you say that you ran in front of Older?
Oh, I just ran out there. I was actually running
Just
to
ran out.
protect Gerda.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean,
Well,
yeah, I've got.
you were
throwing
big
knives.
and they saw you.
Yeah.
And my throwing knives are dipped in a magic tincture. I don't know if that's of any
sanctification.
help for this. Is it?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I would save that.
Okay. But
I
do I have knives that aren't dipped in it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
haven't
You
dipped them
don't.
yet.
You don't have to dip.
Okay, sure.
You've just sort of you've just got this pot that's ready when you need it.
Okay. So is it the same roll as last time?
Yeah. This is like one of the few monsters you don't want to use it on. Doesn't do anything.
Okay, so but I can like throw my knives, right? I can
Yeah,
knock
just
them
Yeah,
out.
you can
normal
just throw
weaponry
some
roll.
knives at them. Like they'll still hurt them.
Oh, well, look
Two
at that.
successes.
That's 2 successes.
And again,
Nice.
because it's quick.
So,
That means you
yeah,
can
roll it again. Roll it again. And if you get a success, you've just killed them. Yeah.
Dead.
Swing.
We destroyed these.
Rumpert, you're such an idiot.
Oh yeah?
believe
Well, I
that I
see
have
two
to
cooked
save your
chickens,
fucking
and I
life
see
every
them with
single
knives
time.
in their necks. Okay, so maybe you did help a little bit, but I think I did the most.
A
to be
little
honest
bit.
with you.
A little bit. You're saying a little bit. You're laying there with a cooked chicken on top of you, and I had to
I'm
fucking save
still
you.
on fire.
He's
at
still
this point.
burning.
Still
So,
burning.
like, I'm still. Well, obviously, I'm still
just-
fucking burning.
I'm just gonna do damage counts. So in last place with the damage of 3 is Eli. In second to last place, or in mid place with 4 is Rumpert. In first place with 14 damage is Sen.
That's pretty good.
Older. From the grenade and then the knives. So just if we're talking numerically, who carried the fight?
I did most of the work.
Who killed the
You
chickens?
threw a little exploding ball.
I killed at least one.
On the reason you're still breathing.
Oh, really? And I doused the flames, and I show myself completely unharmed by the grappling of the chickens. It's like, I'm breathing because I want to be breathing. You have nothing to do with it.
Wonderful
yourself
work,
up,
all.
sweetheart.
Wonderful work. Benedict striding from a bush, totally uninvolved.
I see the two of you there arguing for that XP at the end of the session from developing a relationship. Yeah, cool. So we've done the fight. Does anyone do anything with the cockatrice bodies?
I want
Venom glands.
I'd like
one of the
some.
glands.
21, 2 prestige and 3 resources. You can mark that prestige now. So 2 prestige for these. Some of you don't need to mark prestige. There's no point. But it's a nice little counter.
Hell yeah.
So, in terms of those resources, do you want to sack off some of those for instead getting doses of poison?
My son.
I will give you. I think essentially it's going to act as nerve paralytic. However, if you use, but it stacks. And if you reduce a monster's attack to 0, or like use it on a person, like I think if you use all 3 on a person, or if you reduce a monster's attack to 0 by sort of like stacking this on, and I'll put nerve paralytic in the Discord, they'll turn to stone permanently.
Alex?
Yeah?
Who out of this party could make me nail polish out of this?
I think you would need decorative arts.
I think it's somewhere in between.
Or alchemy.
Yeah.
I've got alchemy.
Yeah, I was thinking it's probably Eli.
And Daffodil
If
will
Daffodil wants some nail polish, Daffodil gets nail polish.
will carry some of this, because my thought is if I just have it on my little fingies and I'm just talking to someone and seducing them, just a little puncture could just
a little scratch.
plonk them.
That's hot. That's real hot and sexy.
Oh,
Bring
Eli, please. Holding like a bleeding, horrible, just gland.
Venom sack.
Is there any way to turn this into some luster for my nails?
I think for you, I might just be able to figure that out.
I am ever so grateful and so thrilled.
Eli pockets the
yeah.
disgusting looking gland.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you know what? I think it's fair to say that each resource is 3 like charges of the poison. So you can have some resources, or you can have 9 doses of this. Bearing in mind 3 are needed to turn somebody to stone.
Is that 3 doses each?
Like you get 9 doses overall.
Okay.
Who wants to take... So Eli's taken 3 of those doses to make nail polish for Daffodil. We have 6 doses left. to distribute.
General curiosity, I think it's worth just bringing up. I'm trying to find Dracula.
Well, why don't we just give?
Yeah, here you go.
Why don't we just give two to the people that can't do it, and then Eli can just make his own nerve paralytic.
It would take.
I do have my own nerve paralytic. Yeah.
It would no. So the thing is, if you poisoned Vlad Dracula with this 6 times, you'd turn him to stone.
And like keep him in my cupboard.
That's sort of like that's the efficacy of this. Is if you use it on a monster enough times to reduce its attack to 0, it'll turn to stone.
So maybe we should spread it out a bit, actually, so everyone has at least one dose on them, and then some people have slightly more.
I will take a dose of cockatrice venom.
I'll take a dose myself.
Can I argue for it to be like permanent on my fingers, but one use? Like I just apply it, it's there, and if I use it, it's gone.
Yeah, how do you mean? What?
As in, I put it on and it's there, and if I scratch someone, then it's good. It's used.
Yeah, you'll have as many charges as you want out of that, and I'll just say that Eli makes that. I don't mind.
I can do one on each hand because
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got 2. Everyone else fight over them.
Wait, I've gotten lost. I took 1. Rampart took 1. Daffodil took 2.
You can all take 2 if Eli takes 1.
Yeah, I'll take 1 because I've got.
Cool, we'll do that.
Eli's got other poisons.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. All right, there you go. You've all got 2 doses of cockatrice venom, and they're dead. You got some chickens. You could
eating good tonight, boys.
Do you want to take them back to Gamel Kierkegaard to just go
Yes.
they're dead and just
I do.
scare that guy again? How long does the charm
Oh
last?
no, wait. We need
A whole day.
First, before we do that, we need to have a chat with what's her name in the tree.
Woman of the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Gerda!
Leave her up there.
Gerda. I turn around to her and I'm like, "This is what we do, We kill monsters. This is the whole point of having the magic, is to make sure that other people are happy. There's a man down this hill who is terrified of chickens, and we've killed them for him. We're good people."
Yeah, does somebody want to sway her?
I'm gonna use my compassion, my virtue, and that Anash, if I will be allowed to. I remember I put the judgment of God into her, and I never really talked with her about that. Remember that time I judged you under God and never spoke about it?
Those are divine chains that are wrapped around her. The irony is not lost on her.
Oh! Partial. Or I could take the 6. I shan't take the 6.
Okay, I see it. I get it. You're not my enemy. There's someone else in this town who is my enemy.
Yes, that's why.
Yes! That's what we've been trying to tell you.
So where do we go from here? What I forgive me, but I'm not going to ally myself with you pagans.
Well, technically, I'm a Catholic.
I'm a Catholic too.
Furtive glances exchanged between Daffodil and Older.
Are we in danger? She's not going to debate theology with you. She's just you're looks at Rumpert and is really I don't wish to debate this with you. It is.
How about a marriage of convenience, Gerda? We shan't be friends. We can't be friends. You have tried to betray us on several occasions. You have.
I wouldn't
shot
count
me.
as betrayal. She shot us and threw a grenade at us. That's not betrayal.
Yeah, I was quite clear about what I wanted to do from.
He was very clear about that.
Yeah, it was
How
very
about
clear.
this? An information sharing agreement.
So we work on a separate tasks. We meet at night and we discuss what we've discerned.
Yes, and you don't chop us to the authorities.
Fine. I'll walk freely by you and tell the people down the hill that I had a fever last night.
No, what I said is that we'd let you go because our business had concluded. And then you will say that our business was because you thought that we were chicken people and we tried to convince you that we weren't chicken people. And then we convinced you and you went looking for the chickens and came back after we defeated the chickens. You're like, oh no, the chickens are already dead.
I'll pass by an hour behind you then.
That's a better idea.
Yeah, so I don't have to say all this.
That's fair, Gerda. Well, I suppose it's time Benedict will just take out a small knife for eating and just cut the rope.
She falls.
On her face.
I said we weren't friends.
Do I at least get my weapons back?
Oh, absolutely. I give her chain axe back.
She puts on her belt.
She
She looks at Alder.
Alder, come now.
Yeah, you wanna... No?
Alder, please.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can
Alder.
see
Oh, it's
it
on your back still. I saw you pick it up from me last night.
Well,
It
I don't
looks-
see it.
It looks more or less the same size as you.
Fine. Yeah, take it.
Takes it. And she straps it on her, but she like puts the like strap over. I don't remember what other weapons she like. I think
We
she's
took
seen
from
the
her-
grenade used. She'll let you keep the tinctures. She's like, whatever. I just want to
We
get
took
out
her
of here.
Genoese knife and her belt pistol as well. And yeah,
Belt
so we should
belt pistol. That whatever. That's cheap. That's a
she
single
probably,
use thing.
she
doesn't-
probably wants her knife back.
Yeah. Who took
It's
the
a nice knife.
Daffodil will walk up and retrieve a stick of butter from his sleeve and say, I trust that falling into the hole was not pleasant. To recover, you must sizzle your nourishment in this butter. Do not eat it as it is.
It's really
You
so
must
funny. Every
sizzle
time
it.
you've given this to somebody, they've just wolfed it down immediately. And I really wanted to do the same. But no,
If you
it's
do,
fine.
if you do eat it as it is, it will not be useful or pleasant.
You will shit fireflies, Gerda. Do you understand?
she takes it like sheepishly looking at it, like, am I being poisoned? And then like wraps it up and puts it away and says, thank you. I'm sure if you see me tomorrow. Well, this evening, let's say.
This evening. Very good. Oh, I suppose I should also undo that. Doctor Strange style.
Who's got her knife?
Not me.
Alder, is it you? Alder, do you
No.
have her knife?
No.
You have her knife, don't you?
I'm
Pretty
certain you
sure.
do.
Pretty sure I don't have it. Pretty sure.
I think she just goes, whatever. This is.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
enough.
See
I have
nothing.
enough to kill somebody if I encounter them, and I
That's
will
it.
find myself new supplies when I find my horse.
That's exactly what I thought.
She goes, I sincerely am not looking forward to our next meeting, but there is an inn where I have rooms. It is the Fat Cod.
The fat cod.
You find me there tonight, or I will not be upset if you do not. But I shall
Well-
wait there every evening for your arrival.
This has been a most unpleasant engagement, Gerda.
It truly has.
See you anon. Toodaloo.
She begins to walk down the hill. and
No,
then-
you go after us. Come
Yeah,
back. We'll go down the hill.
at the base of the hill, she sits. She's just not sitting with you.
Okay, let's go down the hill. Let's go down the hill and we can talk to the
Mm.
men and see if we can get anything out of them. Come along, and I kind of pick up the chickens by the scruff and start hauling them down.
Yeah, you head down the hill. You
I shall snap away one wing and just begin eating it as I go down the hill. Oh, it's rather pleasant.
it's
This poor man.
incredibly tough. Like
Ah.
like you need to dust off rock.
You know what? I think with boiling, perhaps a fine stew.
If we blanched it or did it in a sort of a casserole,
Oh, yes. Yes, that would be quite lovely.
You will
Daffodil
ruin
will,
knives skinning it.
Daffodil will be walking down the hill holding Alder like they're taking a Victorian stroll and to say, these Catholics and their penance. Nobody asked them to suffer.
Nobody asked them to fucking exist. That's what I'm saying.
This is also very true.
You aren't as quiet as you think you are.
Yeah, I can hear
Shut up.
everything you're saying. I throw a rock
up,
at Alda's
Christian.
head. I throw like a bit of rocky cockatrice at Alda's
Oh.
head.
Alda turns around really slowly and makes severe eye contact with Rumpet.
So
You
will
want to fucking
Daffodil.
try that?
I'll do it again.
Daffodil will cast loss on Rumpet to make him
Rumpet is
stumble down the hill.
impervious.
Rumpet is impervious.
To
Black magic,
black
right?
magic,
Black magic.
not fey magic.
Rumpet, don't forget, it was the pagans that saved your Christian ass.
I throw another rock.
We've gotten into the weeds. We've gotten into the weeds here.
You want to
please,
fucking go?
You pass by Gerda doing this.
Not a word from you, Cock. We're professionals.
She doesn't say anything. She is just sharpening a chain axe.
Eli, walk with me. I know nothing of you.
Eli's just speed walking ahead.
Oh, with several agents in tow.
Exactly.
Yeah, you arrive at the base of the hill. You have the chickens. The leader comes out and like gasps at them, and like this whole conversation he will just be looking at them intently and just says, "Oh, so they do look like hideous beasts."
Oh, they were fun. Our friend was able to deal them a great deal of damage, and
You're welcome.
it did not take us long.
May you leave one outside for my men to, as a token of sorts to show
Do you
the
have a
crafts.
wooden stake?
See, someone is appreciative.
I just gave you credit for it. Shut the fuck up. You're so fucking needy.
Wow, thank you so much.
Do you have a wooden stake of some sort?
I'm sure we can find it. My men will deal with this. Just leave it outside, and you can keep the other two. I don't mind. This is just so we can show the craftspeople that they are dealt with. They're gone.
If you're going to eat it, I would suggest you
No,
stew it.
it won't be eaten.
Yeah.
It'll
And
be left to
use
rot in the
bronze
sun.
to cut it up.
Oh, thank you. And
Daffodil will draw a penis on it and then giggle.
I will be returning to Bila to tell her that we have dealt with a monster on the grounds, and where should I find you to thank you?
We'll
The
be at the
fat cod.
Yeah, quite an unsavory place, as I've heard it.
Well, we are not the most savory of people.
Yeah, Johan, tell me. I had been meaning to meet the Brahe family, but is your mistress in the market for a court physician?
Sir, I was about to suggest, if you're staying at the Fat Cod, that I should make introductions, and we will see if maybe the hall is as of yet empty, but there are rooms that will suffice here. It is possible that my lady will agree to your lodgings if I say that you assisted with this. But I cannot promise anything beyond an introduction. Say I will speak with her this evening and find you at the Fat Cod in the morning.
Very fine.
Farewell. And enjoy your stay there, I suppose.
Oh, I suppose we should horse ourselves and be away.
I think he says one more thing. One more thing. Watch out for Bricks. Richard Bricks. He is in a war with Sweden a few years ago. He was sergeant, and he has kept some of his men with him in peace times. As if you catch my drift.
Ah, a bandit.
Yeah, exactly as such.
Daffodil will tap Benedict and say, Benedict, could you please
Yes.
ask them to leave just a barrel of water just outside of whatever this is, uncovered.
Ah, I take your meaning.
Thank you.
Last thing, Johan. Thank you for warning us of Ricks. Might you leave a barrel of uncovered water near to your dwellings?
Fine. Why?
Repels chickens?
Done. He shouts inside. A barrel! Leave it open. Outside of the settlement. It'll keep these monsters away. And fetch a steak. Bigger. And yeah, you head into Koge. I think we've got a little bit more time just to sort of if anybody wants to do anything in the city, you're arriving mid-afternoon. It's probably 2 or 3. You take the 150 highway, joins across with the 151. Blegdamen Street, then Broadgate, into the center of town. You pass by the outskirts, which are sort of small farmsteads, muddy roads, smaller houses, but nice. This is a very wealthy trade town just south of Copenhagen. And you come into, I really don't know how to describe them, sort of they're like terraced houses, very sort of Stratford upon Avon. It looks a lot like Stratford upon Avon. It's just sort of those terraced wooden buildings all up the street. And you start to get into shops, and there are shops, and there are sort of butchers and bakers and the like. And you come into Koge, which is the market square. There is a market here almost every day of various stalls set up. Wallace goes over to Eli and says, "That's and points at one of the stalls where you see a woman with a younger man next to her, and it says, "That's Ingeborg, guys."
Ah.
And he waves.
Thank you, Wallace.
Eli, I had been led to believe that you were a spy master.
Alas, that does not include some of my agents.
Some of them are really just there for the vibes.
I really want Wallace to just go, "You're a spy master."
Wallace just goes to speak to your friends. Oh.
He immediately beelines to the pub.
Yes, I think
Well,
I like
we
this
could definitely
Wallace
go chat with Ingeborg.
I think you can also you can see further up the street, just off one street off of the main market square is Marriott points out the house of Fartskier.
Nice.
And it's just it's a house on the street, nothing particularly special. It's a pretty wealthy looking house. It's this is Fartskier is an important local merchant.
I love that you said it's a house on the street. It's so evocative.
It's just a fucking place,
It's one of them
Daffodil.
street houses. You're familiar.
You do well talking with the fairer sex.
I do well all the time, but there is only one issue. I am not well versed in this putrid tongue.
Well then, a proposition. Some of us speak to Ingeborg. Some of us go to check on Hans Bartskier's house. Those of us who can detect black magic probably should go to Bartskier's house.
Very good. I will go to Bart Skiers. Anyone who would like to
I'll
come
go
with me?
see
Ingeborg?
where Marriott went.
Yeah, to Bartskier's? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Shall you and me and this lovely one, touching Alda, have a little bit of fun together?
Do it again.
I think my
Does it
I think
again.
my I think I just experienced a small seizure. Yes, quite. Let's go speak to this Ingeborg woman. Rumpert, if matters are quite severe at the house, do send for us.
You have no worry of that, because I'm a useful magic user. I can definitely communicate over long distances and speak the language of the country we're investigating. And I look
Rumpert,
just
please,
like at
do
Alda and just kind of
not
like,
in.
Rumpet, by the way, I just want to remind you that you're a fucking Christian and you need to shut up sometimes.
When will this bickering cease?
when she's fucking dead.
Stop it! Stop it!
Never.
Eli just
No.
takes Rumpet's hand and slowly starts dragging him in the right direction.
Goodbye, little boy.
I would crush you. But I would not waste the energy.
Love to see you try. I may be 5'2", but I'm definitely not
Eli's like,
crushable.
Rumpet, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Alder is
Got a
5'2".
fire in your shoe.
Where did I
Alder.
miss this?
Alder is tiny.
Yeah.
That's why we kept saying the Arbalest was the size of Alder.
Oh.
That's
I
why I
see.
did the eye contact illustrations of Alda looking up and Benedict looking down.
It makes it worse.
It does.
Daffodil, do you think Lord Sawthorn and Sir Rumpert are lovers? They seem to act like lovers.
You arrive at the stall of Ingeborg Yule. It is a farm. It is a farm stall. Like it is well stocked. It's got a little bit of dairy. It's mostly got sort of like a few sacks of sort of like various. I don't remember the season.
Is it not in the letter?
August. So end of sort of like summer yields, I think.
Mhm.
And also has a few sort of like corns and grains, and there is sort of like you can get your produce here, but also you can get your supply from these people. Of like if you're a restaurant or running a house, or you're sort of like another trader, sort of like a shop front, you can get what you want from this lady and her farm. And she says to, I think, the group, but only Benedict understands.
Yeah.
She says, hello. I don't recognize your faces. What can I get for you?
What is this woman's ethnicity?
She's local.
Ah,
Well met. Provisions and information.
Provisions. We are mostly dealing in large supply. But if you are after a small a basket of assorted goods, then my son Thomas can help. But information, we are a humble place. If you've heard of our problems more recently, then please understand that this is it can come up anywhere. It is not a curse on our town at all.
We understand. There is no moral judgment being passed. In fact, we are doctors of a sort.
Oh, well. What are your specialisms? And says Thomas. What? Gather up an assortment for these folks.
I'm a doctor of divinity. My friend Alda here is a doctor of
Your mom.
midwifery. And my friend Daffodil here is a doctor of
romance.
Of the human condition. Metaphysical doctors.
She looks confused. She thinks all three of these are the same. Oh, well, no, I mean...
Two of these are the same thing.
They are incredibly interconnected. She's talking to a priest, and a nun.
So, you see our interest in this matter.
Oh wait, what's Daffodil's gender currently? Is Daffodil
Beautiful woman.
right? 2 nuns. It's actually highly irregular that you call these 2 women doctors, but it's fine.
Our only interest is the salvation of the people of this town, as I imagine it is yours.
You'll want to be speaking with Arthur Hoge. Herg.
Arthur Hoge.
Herg. I don't know. Honestly, I don't
In
know.
a stroke.
Oh,
Just
so
smell burnt
bad.
toast?
Is he the head of the aldermen here?
I'm priest of the Kirk. Yeah.
Ah. Do we have any questions for the woman? Daffodil Elder.
Arthur is we had an arrest last night for the woman who was corrupting the church with her her actions in proximity.
Which are?
No, she would sleep with rats.
And so
it is a befoulment of a holy place.
Was she sleeping by the church?
Her house is opposite.
Her house is opposite the church. And how long has she lived opposite the church?
The family has lived opposite for most of their time in Koge. I knew her mother, but not well, and it's a tragedy what befell the family. But it is just her now, and she unfortunately is. But it does not matter. It does not matter.
A tragedy befell the family.
Long time ago, the mother and father lost to the same to the smallpox.
I see.
Can we just presume that whatever exchange we have, it's being translated back and forth?
Yeah. I will be acting as interpreter.
And with the standard piercing gaze of gorgeous person, Daffodil will ask, what other behaviors are considered befoulments of the sanctity of the Lord? Intense stare from both Daffodil and Elder, just straight ahead, no blinking.
Arms linked.
Magics such as some I don't she like looks with her eyes at a woman across the street. Those who believe without beyond divinity to have an understanding of the human body and its soul, and those clearly in league with the devil.
How does one be clearly in league with the devil?
I don't like to rumor about. I'm just dipping so Scottish a lot. Differentiating these accents of one accent. It's hard.
I don't like to rumor.
I don't like to. Oh no, I can't not be Scottish now. It's fine. She's Scottish now. I don't like to rumor about those else in the town, but Johannes Torms of the Hands But Scared has recently said that she sent in the devil. Now, she's a nice girl, but if it's true, it's horrid that Arthur is looking into it.
We would like to be of assistance. This sounds like a troubled woman, and since we are, and Daffodil will like side-eye Alder, experts in the feminine condition, it is only evident that we could help both her and her investigator.
Ooh, you best speak to Arthur then.
I saw you look across the street. Who is the woman you looked at?
A herbalist. We'll know what that means. A wise woman.
Have you never sought the help of wise women, Ingeborg?
At a time like this, I wouldn't.
But
Time
you
like
have
this.
before.
Look, and then she gestures to Thomas, and he gives a basket and says, I think we've spoken plenty.
You seem a good and virtuous woman, Ingeborg. A woman not given to gossip or to thinking poorly of others simply because others say so.
Thank you for saying.
Perhaps we shall call on you again. These seem like fine produce.
And you'll be welcome again. I'm here every day but Sundays.
As
By
a
the
good
way, I've
Christian.
just put in the Discord Hans Butske's house.
Goodness, it's fucking ugly.
I like it.
Come, sisters. I think we have a priest to speak to.
At the same time, and the last thing we should do today, Rumpet and Eli, you arrive at that house.
It's not like I mind everyone thinking that we're lovers. It's just like they all clearly met my wife, and I don't understand.
A little bit offensive on that part.
Well, it's like Fernanda is a masculine. She's a butch woman. I think she is a woman. Very much, she is a woman, and it's not that I'm straight, but it's two guys can't
Just
be
to
friends.
assume. Exactly.
Silly.
Look, we've been
Very
through a
silly.
lot. Our bonds
And
would
we had
say-
sex like once. That doesn't mean we're lovers.
we bunk
It
up
means
a
we're
few times,
human
but-
and at sea.
Exactly. We have
Problem
needs.
with these people, not enough of them have been at sea. We know.
They
Do you
don't-
knock on the door? And
Do we
I
have
started
Mario
doing
with
this.
us? We have
Yeah,
Mario with us?
she's your operative. She's just.
Oh, sweet. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So, are you going in with her as the sort of like lead? As like, I've bought 2 other random people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
well,
we're here to help with the various ailments that they're
Wait,
experiencing.
we are both level 9 in like Inquisitors. Surely there has got to be a thing that we get about introductions with that being the case.
Yeah, are we known?
No, neither of you are in the association that would give you those things.
No?
Oh wait, no,
Oh.
Eli is.
Am I?
Let me check. Let me check the perks. You keep on going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shit. There's a lot of shit that you
You
forgot.
can, you can always exploit a mutual acquaintance. And you have a great seal of the realm and a catalogue of other heraldic signs and seals. Any forgeries you make are always seamless, not least because you scarcely have to do any fabrication.
Yes.
Well,
You also know all the names of the local factions.
Oh, is this?
Oh,
I have
well,
a grand network.
yeah, shit. All right, you should know all the local factions.
Oh, fantastic.
Eli, I'm just gonna be slapping all of your perks into the chat. You keep going.
Okay, fantastic.
All right. Well, I guess I'll give you that. I need to name them now. I know what they are, but damn. So there is a public faction. I'll name these later. There is a public faction which is about getting to the bottom of the like sightings of the devil. There is a criminal faction, which is I wonder how much detail I'll work out a name for it. But there are 2 factions. There's a criminal and a public. And the public one is well, you're about to do an audience. Because as you knock on the door, the maid comes to the door, and Maris introduces you to Regitza, and asks how the poultice is doing, and Regitza says that it's soothing, but the pain still remains, and the bruises are getting worse. Says that this is her acquaintance, and allows you to introduce yourself.
Good evening, or good morning, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. You've already met my wonderful friend here, Marriott. She's described to us your issues.
Is that you using her real name?
We yes, we're here to assist. We've heard you've been experiencing some issues.
Regitza's eyes light up, and she says, "Oh, it's perfect timing. The priest is here currently, and would love to speak to you."
Brilliant.
Sorry, did you say the priest is here?
Here's the priest. He's doing an assessment of the building.
Oh,
Excellent. I love priests who do assessments.
Rumpet, you're good with priests.
I'm
Oh, that's-
fantastic with people generally.
Oh, that's really funny. It means that we'll have gone to the church, be told he's not there, and be just coming to you anyway.
But not yet.
Not yet.
Please lead through. Ragitsa, was it?
Yes.
Lead on, Ragitsa. We would like to see your master.
Did you give names?
No.
Oh, no, I didn't. My name is Eli Salthorn. Oh, sorry, Baron. And my friend here. Would like to introduce yourself?
My name is Lord Commander Rumpert Tumpert.
She's very impressed by the title. And goes into a room, and there's Max von Sydow. And he's the priest, obviously. And is Joel Edgerton in Great Gatsby?
Yes. No, not Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, it is.
Eli.
It is.
Yeah,
It
Joel
is. It's
Edgerton,
Joel
yeah,
Edgerton.
yeah.
He's Tom Buchanan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eli, by the way, those are your 6 perks that I put in the chat for you.
Woo!
Oh.
Joel Edgerton is my face casting for Hans But Scare. And Max von Sydow is my face casting for Arthur Hush.
Okay.
And Yitza introduces you to the priest first, and then Hans But Scare. And the priest has seniority here, even though Hans employs her. Like gives your titles and names, and Arthur walks over and like extends his hand and says, "Pleasure to meet you."
The pleasure is all mine.
It is fortuitous timing. What is your reason for attending? I hear, as the Giza says, you're here to help, but I must give you assurance that it is already well at hand.
We have no doubt that your people are very well placed to study and otherwise administer to your needs spiritually or
Yeah, come on.
metaphorically. But we are much like the parable of the Christ, good Samaritans, who, when we find somewhere that we may assist, we find it rather impossible to leave everything alone. And so, having heard of your troubles and the pain you are going through, we want to avail ourselves to your service and find a way to bring peace to this beautiful town.
Has Rumpert got compassion?
Nobody's got 3 virtue and courage.
I think it's a compassion. And I think this is your first role in the audience with. I'm going to call them the Committee Against Witchcraft.
Can I get an extra die from anything? From having a knowledge of demonology and bound, or heraldry, or
I think a knowledge of demonology and bound would not help you here. I think that would do the opposite.
What
of
about
helping you.
psychology?
psychology with Germanic languages?
I think I'm after something explicitly religious. I'm talking pretty much. I want church law. I could maybe go
Got
with.
it.
Yeah, it's got to be church law.
I'm another one person with church law here.
Yeah. All right, 3d6. Let's hope for the best. Partial.
Woo!
So let me pick up audiences real quick. So Arthur sort of like politely laughs and says, "Well, it seems that many people will a mass when the devil comes to prevent him, and that it pleases my soul to see at all times. And says, well, I've just conducted a view around the house, and yeah, he brings up in his hand a hex bag. He says, I've discovered this inside the pillow of the maid.
Heck? Do you mind? And I offer to take it from him.
He unravels it and like gestures it to you to show you.
Okay. Can I use a recollection test here?
What for?
To understand its function, to understand what it might have been doing, its provenance, anything along those lines.
Yeah, sure. So demonology. This is a big demonology moment.
Yeah, demonology, folklore.
Yeah, folklore will help.
Okay, that's a success.
Oh no! I closed some of the books. Undo.
And that was the demonology one as well.
The music's really hit for this.
Yeah, it's really hitting.
Yeah, it is a hex bag of ill health. It is causing the illnesses. You're pretty certain of it.
Is there any way I can tell what ingredients have been used in it?
I think it is the same as a hex bag of health, which has a white pebble like an egg, a shard of an earthen pot buried for 3 days, and a shed snake skin. Except that it is just a dead snake. Like a grass snake is in there.
Could I ask if there's anybody that you think might have done this to you?
Hans immediately says, "It is Johanna Toms."
Oh.
I know it. And
100%.
Arthur laughs and says, "And we will get to the bottom of that for certain, Hans." I know it. I know it is her. She was my maid and chef until a month ago. And I fired her for I believed that she was stealing, as everyone is in their right to do. And now she comes back with her shifty magics to try and kill me and unstable my household.
But the hex bag was not in your pillow. It was in the pillow of the man.
And I've been affected by it.
Okay,
my room is directly above my servant's room.
Okay, but have you been affected as badly as the maid has?
I'm sure much worse.
Is that true? Does he look?
No. Well, Marriott has already told you that is not true.
Yeah, okay.
She's much worse off than he is.
Well, why don't we look at this from a slightly less personal perspective? So,
Max von Sydow was also like, I agree. We should consider everything before we jump to blame.
The bag was not in your pillow, so reasonably speaking, you are not the target. The bag was in the pillow of the maid. Who would want to hurt your maid?
Regitza at this is like a bit shocked. Like, I don't believe that I have attracted any ire of anybody. No, I don't know. And
the devil works not only to hate, but also through love.
Hans says, "This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It is not about Regitza. It is about me. I have seen the devil. I have heard the hand. I am the one who has."
Did
Wait, stop.
Regitza work with Johanna? Were they both your maids at the same time?
Exactly. No, she does not. Johanna is jealous and wishes if Regitza is out of the picture for me to hire her back, but I will not.
Oh. Why
It-
would
Well, it
Johanna
sounds
your
like
want-
there's a
reasoning
peculiar-
your reasoning is perfect. Thank you, sir, for arriving.
It sounds like that
piecing
there is
together
an
this
animosity
mystery.
between you and Hannah Toombs that means that she would never seek work from you again, thereby meaning her poisoning your maid, which is clearly what is being done, the poisoning of your maid and not you,
would be
would be
irrelevant.
unnecessary.
Mm.
So I do not think it is Hannah.
Shall we, before we wrap ourselves in circles, perform the last bit of our search?
I think that would be a great start, Father.
You see, we have checked the bedrooms, we've checked the upstairs rooms, we've checked these rooms, but we have not yet ventured into the cellar, where
The cellar.
the devil was sighted.
Yes, could you tell me more about you seeing the devil, sir? What did the devil look like?
I saw the devil and hell. I saw the walls around me melt, and I saw a giant beast.
Tell me, do you own any goats?
No.
No. So if you saw the goats, you would notice
I'd
it.
know if I saw the goat.
Have you seen any goats recently?
No.
Not even one? Not even a black goat?
No, I've not seen a black goat.
All right, well, it's worth keeping an eye on, because if you do see a black goat, I would like to be informed. Take us to the basement.
Let us to the cellar.
You head down. Arthur takes the first goes ahead, holds his cross. There is a door down some stairs, a door that opens. You head down the stairs, and Arthur is holding a lantern. And you come into mostly a wine cellar. There are some old bits and pieces of furniture down here that have been stacked and kept tidy. There's a gentle smell of damp. And you see some 2 or 3 barrels of some sort of beer or ale maybe. And then on the far wall, lined up perfectly, are 5 rats sitting on a wine barrel.
Meta?
5 rats sat on a wine barrel.
Is it her rats? Has she sent her rats?
I'm going to go over to them. I speak rat. Do I understand? Are they having a conversation?
They look at you, and everybody has seen this. Everybody just sort of that's weird. They're quite calm. And then they look at you, and one of their eyes glows, and you see hell.
Fascinating.
Have you seen this before? Has this happened to you before?
Have I seen hell?
Well, have you seen a black goat?
No, I've never seen a black goat.
Haven't we?
We've never
No.
encountered a black goat.
Fab. Well,
Is this a black goat, but it's a black rat?
You see hell.
Hell rats.
I don't exactly as Butsker said. The walls around you melt away, and you see where this rat was. Behind it steps this lumbering creature, towering tall, stories and stories tall, red-skinned and winged. One black wing and one white wing, and it looks down, and it speaks in an infernal language that you do not understand. And you come to alone in the cellar, maybe apart from Eli, because Arthur and Arthur and Hans have run.
Eli, did you see that?
Did Eli see it as well?
There was, I think the light flickered and like darkness just sort of like came across the floor around where Rumput was stood.
Oh.
And like this made the others go fucking like, I'm out of here.
I don't think I saw what you saw, but I did not see good things.
Okay, well the rats showed me hell, and I saw a giant figure.
They scurry away.
And the rats are the rats are scurrying. Come back, you come back.
God.
I point at one and ask
Do
him
we
to come
catch
back.
them?
They're not listening to you, but do you try and grab one?
Can I do an animal handling check?
I think you need to do a dexterity check.
Eli.
I can do it.
Eli tries to grab a rat.
Yeah. Do I get another dice for animal handling?
No,
Yeah.
Do.
Nice.
That's a big success in there. You grab the rat and like you I don't know, do you cover its eyes?
Wrestle with it.
Eli and the rat like just like
Just throwing like jabs.
Maybe I gesture to Rumput for a rag or something so I can bind it so it doesn't wriggle and
look you in the eye.
Yep.
I toss like a handkerchief.
Yep.
It's huge.
Eli bundles the rat into this little handkerchief.
You grab the rat. It's warm. And it's like frantic. It's like trying to like claw and scratch. And you manage to wrap the handkerchief around its eyes.
Bundle it.
Bundle
the rat.
I go over to the rat and I want to say in like, okay, so I have knowledge of demonology and bound taxonomy. I also understand and speak rat. Can I in some way rope those two things together into like a animal handling test to try to communicate it with it and find out what's been going on?
I think this rat is just not communicating, and then he like is not communicating anymore. I think it is it is possessed in some way by a demonic spirit.
Well then can I try and exercise it in some way?
Yeah, just put it on a little treadmill. Have a look.
Aha!
That would be really cute. Little rat. Yeah. Do you wanna do this with the priest upstairs?
Sure.
Hello.
Father, I require you.
I think we're
Benedict at the front door.
I think we're gonna third you and leave it. So go for a 30 test.
So can I take an extra D6 from the priest?
He comes back down and says,
I'll just do this by myself.
Good
and see
God,
if it works.
what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to remove the spirit of hell from this rat.
You're trying to exorcise a rat.
All of God's creatures are important, are they not, Father?
Yeah, he comes over and he says, by which manner are you going about this?
Well,
Yeah, you can say something ecclesiastical, I don't care, I don't know what.
in the manner of which we exercise things. We treat the rat as one of God's creatures. So, in nomine Patre, Father, et Filii, et Spiritus fucking Sancti. Yeah, 46.
Fucking sancti. That would be
Jesus God.
No!
Meanwhile, in the street, I turn to Daffodil. Can you feel something?
The shimmer of passion.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, this is the time. This is the time. Even if you don't accept it, this is when the little guy shows up.
The little guy. Oh God, we forgot about the little guy.
Oh yeah, this is the perfect time for the little guy.
Can you fate point it?
Well, yeah. Okay. So the thing is, Fionn, how would you like to handle this?
I think let the dice land where they land. This is hilarious.
You're just gonna fail the excommunication, or the not excommunication. This isn't the demon's hand, actually.
Banned from the Vatican.
The rat.
It's Madonna in spirit.
This rat is not officially one of God's creatures. The thing is, you'd need 2 successes. So this is not going to happen. Just like in The Exorcist, Max von Sydow will come back night after night, trying to exorcise this little rat. I'm so glad it's Max von Sydow, and instead it's a rat.
I think that Rumpet tries really hard to exercise it, and and then he just leadies it and presses too hard and crushes the rat's ribcage.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. No. Love that you do that. Max von Sydow said, there was nothing to be done.
It just makes me so upset to know that another creature has been lost to the devil's dark grasp.
Sir, your commitment to God's creatures is astounding. Come upstairs.
They are all worth it.
By the way, your influence with the faction is 1 because you earlier succeeded the introduction.
The icebreaker, yeah.
I am going to treat that exorcism as also the bargaining stage, so that was unsuccessful. But
Eli can fix this next time.
You can, yeah. You can now go for a negotiation to get something good. However, when you return upstairs, you see Hans sat stone cold, petrified in a chair, like at his dining room table, and opposite from him in the other chair, stood on the chair, is an imp, and he points to you 2 and says, "Them! It's them!"
Oh no.
I draw my axe and point at it, and it's like, yeah, it's me, bitch.
And we'll come back
in the
to
street
this next time.
Alder, break the door down.
Cliffhanger.
Or what?
And
if I don't?
we'll come back next time to deal with the imp in the chair.
Make me.
Oh, golden. Right. Threatening imps. And that's it. Just need to give me some XP.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming.
He's just a little guy.
Incidentally, that is the there is an imp, and he knows that you are inquisitors.
Oh no. Our cover's been blown.
Your cover has been blown.
We're no longer doctors.
By an imp.
We must deal with him.
Have you
We
learned
actually
a new
never
detail?
told Hans that we were doctors.
Have you learned a new detail that might lead you closer to the demon's hand?
Yeah.
Hex bag.
Hex bag.
Oh yeah.
Have you gained a new and useful ally in your fight against the demon's hand?
Max von Sydow?
Yeah, he does respect you.
Wait, what about
Goethe?
Bitch woman?
Yeah, she's not our friend,
yeah.
but she is our ally.
I actually think God, Johan?
Johan?
Yeah.
Johan too? Yeah.
Johan counts like big time. Like he's actually chill with you guys. I need to write that down.
But not chill with chickens.
Not chill. And he will never be chill with chickens until the rising of the sun.
He will see the chicken on the spike tomorrow and be like, I've overcome that.
We've actually given him something. It's just like this is a real win for him.
Dear diary, I am grateful today that I am no longer afraid of chickens.
Something which I'm sure I was afraid of for a long time.
I have miraculously overcome.
Was his name Johan? Johan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Johan. I just then saw Johanna Tomes, and I was like, "Fuck." Have you formed a closer bond with one of your fellow Inquisitors? I know that Alder and Rumpet have.
We are
Bickering
closer than ever.
incessantly.
Yeah, it's closer and also further away. But it's funny. So yes, both of you can get some of that. Eli, Daffodil,
We did
Benedict.
spend a night together, so.
Oh yeah, big time.
I was
say
in
that's
their
pretty intimate.
dreams.
Yep. And then
Got pretty
Benedict, any arguments for being closer to your fellow Inquisitors?
Well, what does the group think? Any Benedict moments with any of you?
I feel like your interjections to try and break up various arguments meant that you ended up trying to heal the group in some sort of way.
Benedict trying to be the mediator.
Yes, exactly.
I think the majority of our activities today, also we were in a battle together, so I think that counts.
Well, no,
I
you were in a
didn't-
battle
I
together, but
didn't-
only
I
three of us
didn't
did.
do anything. I
contribute to the
famously didn't do anything in the fight. I strode out.
It's just Benedict emerging absolutely kind of unscathed, totally fine, being
Yeah,
like,
but
well
you-
done, everyone!
You and Rumpet have been communication liaison for everything, so
Very true, yeah.
I feel
Let's
like
say you and Rumpet.
this has been of this time around it's been rich in interperson communications. So we've done banter and insults and threats
Exactly, yeah.
and loving caresses.
Arguments.
Well, you know what that means. That means I'm now rank 8.
There you go.
Woo!
Wait, don't we get another thing from the monsters?
We already got that.
took that earlier.
Oh, what
Yeah,
was that?
200.
Sorry.
It was
In the
2
fight.
for the cockatrices. And I there's nothing to be gained from accidentally murdering that rat.
Poor little guy.
Poor little guy.
And with that, let us convene soon. So thank you for listening. And yeah, that was good fun. See you next time. We're give us 5 stars, please. Thank you. Tell us your favorite rat. There you go. Who's your favorite rat?
Easy.
Who would win the fight? Stuart Little
Remy.
or no, not
Stuart
Remy.
Little is a mouse.
Stuart Little versus the rat from the mouse Sherlock Holmes movie.
Sir
that Disney-
Rattington!
Yeah,
Down.
versus the big rat from that who was a fucking beefcake.
From
Who would
He
Rattigan.
was
win?
a
Oh,
beefcake.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
Rattigan,
yeah.
that was it. Rattigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
Rattigan
love
would-
that film.
Rattigan would absolutely rock Shoolittle's ass.
He's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, I mean, like, not to tell you what would happen, but like that would happen. So put that in a comment, I guess.
Just comment your favorite
yeah.
rat.
Tell us how you think Rattigan would beat Shoolittle's ass.
Yeah.
In what specific way would Rattigan lay the smack on that pampered little fuck?
I think even if Stuart Little is driving his fucking little car, Rattigan's gonna win.
His
What if
fucking
you
little
introduce
car.
What if you introduce Remy from Ratatouille with his meat puppet mech suit?
That's when it gets messy.
That's when it gets into be. That's a real brawl.
That is.
That's
I paid
a
to
Stuart
see
Little
kaiju
in his
essentially.
car.
For a rat, that's a kaiju.
Oh yeah, it really is. It's really quite stressing me out. Anyway, just find us at Six Planes Games or at Six Planes on social medias, whichever you'd like. Otherwise, email us and say hello at sixplanesgames@gmail.com. And a big thank you to Tasha Sofla and Oscar Russell. Tasha for the music and Oscar Russell for the graphic design. Find more of Oscar's stuff at Watchtower Design. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
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 I have something that's relevant to this episode. Give me a
Wilcox has
moment.
been eating bread on bagels, just so you know.
That's lovely.
You could fry the bread.
Everyone, please listen.
Nah, give me that dirty shit. I want that swollen, antibiotic, oversized chicken breast, fried, extra juicy, with extra corn syrup and extra everything on top of it, extra diabetes on it. Yeah, give me that growth hormone. Give it all to me. Give me the sleep hormone. Put it all in the chicken. Fuck me up. Like, you ever see like a chicken in the pack at the supermarket? And you're like, damn, that motherfucker looks strong. This chicken looks strong as fuck. And you're like, nah, give me the fucking, give me.
Good, that's on the recording. I'm gonna leave that in.
Hold on, let me just go shut my door.
That's this episode in summary.
I might call the episode "Give Me That Strong Chicken."
I want
Make a
this
note
chicken
of that
to
now
fuck
so
me
you don't
up.
forget.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Can I
episode
rename
9.
my recording while I'm recording?
Episode 9. Give me that strong chicken. Yeah, good.
Mhm.
Thank you, Azealia Banks. Why did I think she was British?
Not
thought she was as well.
It's very important that it be that strong chicken.
That dirty shit.
Oh my god.